Here in Dallas since November 23rd, 2003.
Dallas Mavericks bench.
Some interference on the jump ball.
Leonard's a little bit thicker than Smith.
George, guarded three. Clippers have the loose ball. Leonard accelerates. Spoon feeds Zubac to the rim with a nice feed to Powell. Flushes it in with tailgated by Hardaway Jr. Whips it back up top to Beverly. Good look at a three, and he knocks it in with a great defensive effort. Kawhi down the lane. Oh, soaring in with a left. Kawhi Leonard putting him out in front by a handful. Going to have to don a cape late in the clock for three. Zubac with a rebound and the put. Two-man game with Doncic and Porzingis. This is Dwight Powell for three, and he knocks it in. Now goes on Hardaway. Goes back Rivers. Mavericks are the best offensive team in the league. They also flourish in the first quarter. Clippers control their
screen, and then the second one is the one that gives them the freedom to get a look off the glass and bank it in. Them to try and shoot over the top of the outstretched arm.
Nice feed by Doncic
in the first quarter. Doncic just tasted the floor. The foul that time on Porzingis.
Should frighten the rest of the league.
Well, think about it. You're in New York.
Hardaway Jr. for three. Over 10 rebounds a game. Hardaway Jr. What a move. Count it and a foul.
Give it up, pitch it ahead, and then he sees the opening. Winds up going down the lane. Effective.
Mavericks with the last six. Paul George creates space, steps away, and cans a three.
Wound up missing it. Well, this time he gets the same look, the same spot.
4.5 to play in the first quarter. Back to Dallas after this.
1 of 6 on the floor. He's trying to muscle it in rather than shoot it in.
Well, Paul George, easily. A couple of great closeouts by Paul George. Porzingis still able to shoot over the top and then goes over.
The pounding on the glass, the second shot opportunities led to 19 field goal attempts.
Beverly and the Clippers have numbers if they push. To George, to the cup. Oh, my! Look out!
Stepping up into the passing lane, and then this is a wind-up throw it down by Paul George.
Paul George with points 16 and 17.
After the free throw attempt, did an excellent job of leveling off Doncic where he had nowhere to go. He guessed
a limited number of games, but very nice first quarter for Paul George. Lou greeted by a double team. That leaves JaMychal Green all alone for three. Got it. Lou for three. Got it. 7 first quarter. Green hit a three in the first quarter. Magruder with a rebound, and the floor is for. The officials disagree. 70 minutes of action. And yet, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard on that homestand. Leonard down the lane, muscles up a shot by the right hand. His second.
That's what he needed to get off the snide.
2 minutes. He had 5 fouls and 4 turnovers, adding insult to injury. He did grab 13 rebounds.
Plays catch with Kawhi, then Lou for a deep three. Got it. In Memphis, take on the Grizzlies. Leonard to the cup. Oh, Ellis.
With just a quick turn to that left shoulder, and then the body moves it down.
Goes back to Curry. Missed about a week with an illness. Able to attack there and set the shot clock. Mavericks had possession. They don't need any time at all. Give and go from Lou. Now singly covered. With a kiss and a smile.
Kawhi, when he fades to the left shoulder, is almost going behind the backboard. Still was able to bank it in.
A no-look pass in the corner to Finney Smith
by the Clipper defense.
That was the Morongo good times moment. Great screen by Zubac. Williams is free at the foul line and knocks in the teenager that won MVP of the EuroLeague. He's in the MVP conversation. Clippers by 10. Lou free to fire from downtown and rips the courtyard. Harkless to Green and late.
Brock is saying that ball belongs to the Clippers.
George 17 points. 4 of 9 from above the arc. Game winners of 5 in a row. Leonard for three. Got it. To Porzingis ahead of the horn. Got it.
If he shuffles his feet, looks to me like he kind of stepped into it. Was okay.
First it was Kawhi, then it was Porzingis who beats the. Porzingis with a great look at a three. 7. The mismatch. Kawhi into the paint to Zubac to the rim. Counted on a foul and
Top. Then he's got the inside there. He draws 2 defenders and a nice drop off to his big man.
Porzingis on the move. Spots at 6'11".
That's right. That's always respected.
George.
Doncic, as he moves along and progresses at the defensive end, is positioning.
Turnovers for the Mavericks. 3rd most this season, and they still have basically 2 quarters to play.
Sprinting down the middle of the floor. Last second decision. Pays off.
Success. They've gone 7-2 over the last 9 games. You have to give a nod.
The great screen by Zubac. Freeze. Kawhi on the elbow. Dribble down the lane. Gets it to Porzingis. In the corner to Hardaway Jr. Doncic bouncing off defenders. A whistle.
Into Zubac, the big man who's trailing down. That's what Doc is telling him now. You got
12th and 13th time tonight.
Think about that. He spins.
It's their championship run in 2011. Correa, long 2, settles in. Correa feeling good. Back to back.
Coach with the officiating out there now, so it's just a matter of time. The officials, we're going to let
Lou to Leonard to the rack with a right hand and punches.
He tricks you and goes straight up on the right side.
And quickly back the other way, Hardaway Jr. Incredible, and again, the reminder, he's 20 years old. How about that drive? How about that?
He does pound the ball a lot, but he does turn the corner a lot. And then with a lazy pass, that's what happens. They give up a fast break layup.
Lou given space, that provokes a Montrez running the show, galloping down the lane. Rebound, Paul George. George for the rebound. Doncic splits a pair of defenders.
He knew the size advantage Doncic had. They didn't get there in time.
Lou slaloms down the... Luca 4 of 12 from the field. Lou lobs it to Trez. Silenced the crowd here in Dallas. Seth Curry for 3. Correa with Montrez on him. Flings the 3. J.J. Correa. Lou to Trez. Oh, uptown with 2 hands. Throws for Dallas. Correa. Blocked from behind by Montrez, but... Trez on the run to the rim with the right hand. We saw this a few already. Beverly all alone for 3. Lou with 21 tonight. And there you see him cooling off. He might not come back into his ball. Just the first foul on Kawhi. And Dwight Powell will go to the 4th quarter. Powell drives on Zubac, counted, and a foul.
Defense not moving your feet, straight line drive to the basket. He blows right past Zubac. Shot, it's not that straight line free throw that hits the rim so hard. There it is. That one was up.
5 on the night, averages 49% on the year from the field. Broadcasters jinx firmly said how eruptive the Mavericks can be. Brunson with a great lead for Delon Wright. You know a thing or two about international play. Kawhi rattles in, freedom. Great ball movement by the Clippers. Beverly runs.
That left leg is moving, trying to get it down. Bad call. I think he was late getting there. I think he was sliding. But that, to me, was cool.
You see Clippers in action tomorrow night. Porzingis. Another mid-range shot this time. Correa accelerates down the lane, gets around Lou Williams. Leonard against Doncic into the paint. His sweet spot knocks it. Played 33 minutes. But the minutes after that, very manageable to play here. Just mentioning as we went to break that the first trip for no shoot-arounds. Clippers have thrived.
So they have their concepts down going into the game.
Well, Doc always sends 6, but boy, are they impressive here in this young season. Boban shoots over the top. Jerome off a nice screen from Patterson and knocks down the mid-range. Sure, will have to be ready. Curry for 3. By your Southern California Toyota dealers, I consulted with our analytics staff, and they said yes, it is okay to pull off the win. The buzzer will sound here as Doc Rivers going over to exchange pleasantries with Rick Carlisle. Just a couple of coaches who have won titles, former